Attorney Golden settled her first personal injury case for $1.5 million. On the 25th anniversary of her settlement, she reunited with her client. So you were involved in a car wreck about 25 years ago. Can you tell me what happened?
Yes, I was taking my children to school, and a tow truck was behind the car that was on the opposite lane, and the car was turning. And the tow truck, instead of slowing down, waiting for the car to turn, he elected to come over on the other side and hit me head on. And the impact caused my daughter's head to hit the windshield, giving her several facial lacerations. She had an open fracture of her thigh. She was cut from ear to ear from the windshield, and I received a broken hip. I had facial lacerations. My knee was busted open. Both of my sons were in the back seat, and one of them, on impact, his head went underneath the seat, and it caused his head to start swelling because he wasn't getting any oxygen, and it swelled and he turned blue. And my youngest son sustained a broken nose and a black eye.
Wow, okay. So Attorney Golden, when you get a call that such a tragic accident like that has happened, what is the first thought that goes through your mind?
The first thought that goes through my mind is that these were people who initially were just fine, and now all of a sudden their whole life has changed. And then I think about the pain and the suffering that they must be experiencing. And then I know generally a case is serious that I'm going to have to go to the hospital, and that's never pleasant. So when you walk in the hospital, you don't know what you're going to see. You don't know what the condition is. But in cases this serious, you see machinery keeping the people alive, and you see heart monitors and breathing machines and everything that goes with the hospital, the emergency room, the intensive care unit, things of that nature. So the first thing that goes through your mind is, Lord, have mercy.
Yes.
Be with these people. That's the first thing. And then I know I got to go to work.
So how was it after the wreck occurred? How was it for your family living with the aftermath after all the surgeries and things were just different for you guys? How was that?
Well, it was different because our bodies had changed. Our bodies had gone through a lot of turmoil and trauma, and we had to recuperate. My son had just graduated from high school. He was going to college, and he had to be retrained on how to talk and think and walk and everything. After he rehabbed, he went to Lemoyne College, and I had to, his whole first year, I had to take him there and pick him up and talk to all of his professors and explain to them the situation, and they agreed to admit him under those conditions. And my daughter, she had to have almost 100 stitches across her face so they could restructure her face. She had 3 separate surgeries to try to remove that keloid skin, and then she had an open fracture on her thigh. And it was so horrific that they had to grab some skin from another part of her body to cover that hole up. And but she's doing fine. She graduated the next year. My youngest son, he sustained a broken nose and a black eye. He was hurt the least, but it bothered him mentally. And my wife wasn't in the car because I was just taking him to school, but she suffered a lot of mental anguish because not knowing what condition we were in. You know, mothers will be mothers, and they always worry about their children, and naturally she's going to worry about her husband. But God was in the midst, and I just thank God that we're still here.
Yes. So would you say that Attorney Golden was with you every step of the way during the process with the doctor's visits and keeping in contact with you and your family?
Oh, most definitely. She was there more than an attorney, because I'm so proud to say that she's also my sister. And family sticks together for the most part. You know, God ordained family in the beginning. And my sister was there for me, and she would be there for anybody, but that's my sister. I'm her oldest brother, and she looked after me, and I thank her for that. And she even gave me a family discount. I thank her for that too. But she was there every step of the way. She fought for me, and I knew I was in good hands. I knew I couldn't have had a better advocate than my sister.
So, Attorney Golden, how did you feel taking on such a large case at such a young age?
Well, actually, this was the very first personal injury case that I've had in my career. And when I said I had to go to work, I knew I had to go to work, and I had to be knowledgeable, and I had to utilize the law and strategize so we could get the maximum amount. And in a case like this, when injuries are so severe, there really is not enough money. It's not enough money. And the main thing that you pray for is for God to heal. But at the same time, you know that the people in the wreck are going to need money to recover and to help them to go forward. And that's what my job was to get them the most money available, which is what we were able to do. We were able to get every penny that the company had.
So lastly, how did the settlement change you and your family's lives?
Well, it gave us a better sense of financial security. You know, as Attorney Goldman stated, we maximized the company's monies. We got the most that we could get, and that helped us out a lot. I was able to renovate my house, buy a new car, send my children to college, put some money back for savings. It helped a lot. I mean, it really turned my life around. And, you know, I hate to come by money that way, but since we went through that accident and we went through so many traumas, I'm glad that we were able to get some monetary compensation.
Right. Well, I want to thank you for being so open and honest with us today and getting everything out there about exactly how it went down with your case. Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
Attorney Golden settled her first personal injury case for $1.5 million. Golden and Malachi has been settling personal injury cases ever since. We invite you to be their next client. Contact Golden and Malachi today.